All right. Yo, what's going on, everyone? Good morning, good evening. Oh, hold on. Boom, there we go. Yo, what's up, everyone? Yo, hope everyone's doing good. What up? 2K people, the servers are gonna, well, we're gonna die. Yeah, probably. Yeah, the last test, if you guys weren't around for the 1K test, Taylor, were you there? I think you were. I'm pretty sure. Yo, Moment, what's up, dude? How we doing? Yo, Insert, what's up, dude? How we doing? Hope this test works well. Yeah, me too. I don't think it's gonna be perfect. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be perfect. But what I will say is that the last test went better than I thought. As long as we keep getting progress, you know, I mean, there's a chance that this one goes bad, you know? There we go. Sorry, getting my sound settings switched around. T-minus 30-ish minutes. Should be around there, they said. I wanted to go live a little bit before we get ready. Yo, Mamo, what's up, dude? Yo, Rylan, good to see you. Hope you're good. 2K confirmed. That's what they said on Spectrum. Serg. But, I mean, I don't know. Or that's what I heard them talking about. I mean, either way, right? Like, I'll update the title if it ends up not being 2K. I'm more interested on like how it's going to be on some of the lower level testing, you know, 500, 1000, you know what I mean? 2K is probably not going to work, most likely. They're going to pull the test last minute. Yeah, maybe. Definitely could happen. Is the test open to the whole player base? I would imagine so. Yeah. They need as many people as possible. It wouldn't make a lot of sense to close it off. Where'd I get my background from? This one behind me? Or do you mean you mean the one on the screen? I just googled like 4K Star Citizen wallpapers. Yeah. You'll get a bunch of cool ones that pop up if you do that, like 4K Star Citizen backgrounds. Doing good, pretending to work while I wait for the server meshing test. Hell yeah. I'm expecting 500 players to be smoother. Yeah, let's hope so. Probably want to push it through on these tests. Yeah. Well, again, we're just gonna have to see. Yo, Moriar, what's up, bro?
I remember almost 5 years ago that you called me crazy for saying that they will need to be 1000 plus. Saying 200 was probably the best Berks evil.
Yeah, it's not even, I mean, to be honest with you, Moriar, I'm still not convinced that 1,000 people is going to work. I'm happy for CIG to prove me wrong. ETA for the test, 32 minutes. Yeah, 32 minutes. Should be soonish. I'm very happy for CIG to prove me wrong, but so far I've not been convinced that server meshing is good enough to handle 1,000 people. Now, what it has convinced me of is that maybe like 500 could work with some improvements. But yeah, we're gonna have to see. Obviously, the more people that they can fit, the better. You know, I don't think there's an upward limit where I'd go, no, please don't add any more people. If they can make it work, then hell yeah, let's do it. You know, let's do it, dude. But I mean, yeah, you're right, Moriar. I've always been skeptical, for sure. I've always been skeptical because it feels hard to do. Okay, hold on. Really quick. Let's see if I can pull this up. Just to like jog my memory on the last test, I kind of wanted to, Morphologist made a video about the last test, and I kind of wanted to watch it since I haven't watched it yet, and it might be cool to watch it right before we do the next test. Yeah, here we go. Be a good way to pass the time. We got 30 minutes anyways. Dynamic meshing's the key. You're not wrong. And the question is, even with dynamic meshing, what's like the upward limit of like the amount of people that can be in one spot? Because even dynamic meshing will have upward limits. The question is, what will it be? Will it be 1,000 players? Will it be 10,000? Will it be so high it doesn't even matter, right? The answer is we don't know yet, right? So
tested once again, and it's been both a success as well as a bit of a reality check for Star Citizen developers and supporters alike. While the test has shown that the tech can support up to 1,000 players on a single environment, despite some serious delays in server responsiveness, it turns out that there's a lot more to getting server meshing ready for Pyro than just making networking.
Yo, Chad, can someone post where they talked about 2K people on the test? Did someone post it or link where they said that? I don't have a link to it, but a couple of people are asking.
Work. Something a huge part of the testing community, along with myself, learned when we tried getting nearly 150 people together at New Babbage to break my previous record of the most
so am I just baiting people?
Ship in Star Citizen.
Who said it was 2K people? It's in Evo, so I can't post a link. Okay. I swear to God, Mike was talking about it this morning too. Mike was like, yeah, it's 2K people today. People were clamoring. Okay, so literally I'm just being baited. You heard it as well? Okay, maybe. But here, I'm going to change my title until they confirm anything. Hold on, let me update because I don't want to bait people. My apologies if I've already done that to you. I mean, either way, I'd be surprised if it wasn't 1,000 today. Okay.
So let me take you through
my bad.
Exactly what happened after this fourth official public test of server meshing and tell you what we found out right after I tell you about the sponsor of today's video, NordVPN.
Oh.
I know you've already heard about them from tons of other creators like me, but I really have used their services for years, even before I got sponsored, which is why I was so happy to work with them.
Does anyone here actually use a VPN?
Free VPNs, which I know I couldn't trust with my information, just so
like
I could get
all the
access
time
to
religiously?
I need to while I'm working from abroad in Taiwan. Now I can do my job while I'm working abroad and even watch shows that aren't available in Taiwan for some reason, like Stargate
only when I'm
SG-1,
stream sniping.
An absolute sci-fi classic that if you haven't watched, you absolutely should. Highly recommend it. So if you're looking for a reliable VPN service and you want to support my channel at the same time, head on over to nordvpn.com/morphologist.
Seriously, is it like, I question, because all these VPNs are always like, want to watch shows that you're not allowed to watch other places? Are they technically allowed to advertise that? Where they can be like, hey, you want to watch these shows that technically you don't legally have access to in other countries? I've always been like, wait, what the heck? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm like, okay, cool, fist bump. You know, I'm into it. But I just always have been confused on the advertising part of that. Yeah, like, is it legal? I'm not sure.
Just to get a huge discount on a 2-year plan, plus get 4 additional months for free. That's nordvpn.com/morphologist. And if none of this really works for you,
streaming services hate this one trick.
30-day money back guarantee.
They're not illegally allowed to advertise it? Oh, okay. They just do it anyways.
I actually show you some visual confirmation of results, which is why I tried to gather a huge portion of the then testing community in one place in order to show you guys what I'm talking about. But first, let me bring you guys up to speed. Since the last CitizenCon, where we got to see the first working demonstration of server meshing live on stage, many of us were expecting to see some regular testing of the tech leading up to the anticipated release of 4.0 sometime this year. Sadly, that never seemed to happen, and we recently found out exactly why.
Yeah, later in the spring, end of spring, we did a couple of good tests that gave us a lot of good data. Network message queue had a couple of issues.
Excited for the server meshing test? Oh, yeah.
Stream in, and a lot of players would join in and leave at the same time. The network message queue could go into a tailspin. Think of it as a drain, right? And you're trying to push stuff in the drain, and at some point, if you exceed the bandwidth of the drain, then water starts filling up.
Which manifested in things like waiting minutes just to open a door. It's important to know that this is only one cog in the machine, but despite that, its slowing down affected the entire system. The devs then have since addressed this by rewriting that part of server meshing's code, which they're now calling the RMQ, or
Dude, I'm so nervous. Listen, guys, I want to believe that this server meshing test today is going to go awesome, and we're gonna have no problems, and then 4.0 is gonna come out, and it's all gonna be amazing. That's what I hope happens. But man, am I nervous that server meshing is gonna be lackluster, and then like they're gonna be like, guys, don't worry, we've got blank on the horizon. It's gonna fix it. I'm so nervous about that. I'm so nervous. Like what possibly could come afterwards? I don't know. We'll see.
Replication message queue, which should now be able to handle a lot more data happening all at once. Good news is that this rewrite has been effective according to CIG's own testing,
Gotcha.
where they've tested it already in the recent PT 3.24 patch cycle, which you may recall we were testing for around 3 months. And even the live release has been testing RMQ. The bad news is that it still needs some work, but that's what these next server meshing tests are for. They did round 1 and 2 back in spring, and now we're at rounds 3 and 4. For this most recent round 3, they tested up to 1,000 players, but still experienced some slowdowns, albeit with less extreme slowdowns. Instead of taking minutes to respond, it took more like many seconds. A definite improvement. The latest test is the one that I got to record, the one that you guys saw in the thumbnail and in the intro, and it's the one where they addressed some of the issues encountered in said test with 1,000 players. And it turns out it went alright, but it's not the only problem facing Star Citizen for server meshing to be released. It turns out, in fact, that the game itself may have some major blockers that also need to be addressed alongside the improvements to this code. So then let's get back to my little impromptu community event. I popped on the server in the middle of the day for me after I got home
in like 20 minutes.
to try to make it in before the end of the 24-hour test. Since it was only going for that short duration, I wouldn't have another chance on the weekend. It turned out that I had missed then the 1,000 player test for this round, which supposedly leveled out at around 750 players with some interaction delays still being a problem. When I got in, the servers then were around 500 players with only 350.
Well, who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him? Because it went a lot worse than what he just made it described. Like literally people were teleporting around, people were frozen in place for minutes at a time. It was pretty bad, but it did work. You know what I mean? Like it was connectable, like it was somewhat interactable. Ship to ship in like movement was working okay. It was ground movement that was really delayed, really bad. But I mean, it was for 1,000 people. It was okay.
Being online at the time when I started. This one then had only 4
I remember
servers as
that,
part of the
Pluto.
mesh, presumably
Chips at distribution centers were exploding too.
Systems in Stanton. I called on the local chat to join me if they were interested in gathering at Wally's Bar and the New Babbage Commons, with the goal of gathering at least 150 people to board. And
progress is all I want.
Which is, for context, more than the 120
Yo,
people
what's
I
up,
got
dude?
back when I did the 890 a community get together on the single server cap increase, which at the time was up to 125. I thought this would be an easier task than the last time, but boy oh boy was I so wrong. Initially, things were going pretty well. The server, even at 350 players online, performed really decently with no discernible delay in New Babbage when I logged on. A big improvement from what I heard was reported before. As players slowly gathered, things continued to run really well, even approaching 70 to 80 players in the bar area, with the server tick rate hovering at around 15 FPS. People were visibly moving around with no desyncing or
my bad,
teleporting like was reported before, which was again a really big win. It was right around the point though when we gathered over 100 players that things started to go south. For whatever reason, the server we were on in New Babbage 30k'd at this point, resulting in us losing half the party and needing to relaunch and basically start a little bit over. This is where, though, that it became pretty clear that even if server meshing is perfected for Star Citizen, the game in its current form isn't ready for those higher player counts. Let me tell you what I mean. We realized quickly that without Discord, there's no way to communicate with the rest of the party outside of the game. There's no chat or VoIP in the menus to tell people we're launching or where to meet up again. But that's not a real blocker. It's more of an inconvenience that could be circumvented.
Some streams I watch had a much better experience with 1K just delays. That's really interesting to hear. Now, the question is, were those other streams interacting with other players? Because I feel like the true test and the true standard for server meshing should be, how do players interact with each other on that base? And if those interactions went well, then yeah, that's cool. Yeah. But yeah, it seems like when people gather together, like I would say even more than like a couple of people, it seems things slow down quite significantly. Yeah, only 100? Exactly. That's what some people are going to say. When are we getting 100 people in the party set up? Well, the thing is like, man, I don't even know how Morph did this, because every time we've tried to set up a party, it hasn't worked. I don't think we've gotten a proper like party launch one time.
Circumvented by just organizing and getting people onto a Discord. The real issue was that when we logged on together, when we launched, there weren't enough habs for around
Yo, Artex,
60
what's up, by the way?
people to spawn in at New Babbage. This caused a number of people to get stuck in an infinite loading screen, while the rest were stuck in their habs because the RMQ text still was falling apart a bit and wouldn't let people open their doors to get out of their habs. Even after that, there was a single elevator for people to go down in, so that even slowed us down further to try to get down to even just the base level of the spawn area for players. Throughout this whole ordeal, the UI was also a massive visual problem with no way to hide the enormous amount of player tags on the screen, which, by the way, also caused a significant performance issue. I noticed that when I went into third person, that my FPS actually went up by 10 from 20 to 30 FPS, which is not good considering that I'm running on a 4090.
I love that he says it went up from 10 to 20 when we clearly just saw it go up from 13 to 20. Like the FPS is highlighted right here.
950 X3D. And that brings me to performance just in general outside of server performance. The game doesn't particularly like having so many people on screen, or even in the same area. It didn't seem to matter if you could see people or not. The CPU usage was maxing out, while GPU usage was, you know, around 20-30%, depending on what people's systems they had and what resolution they were running at. It could come down to the fact that player models are overly detailed, or that they need optimization, or that the geometry of the huge backlog of gear from CIG certainly needs to go back and be reworked. Otherwise, some performance workarounds are definitely going to be needed, like more significant strategic calling to cut some of these players' visuals out when you're not looking at them. Whatever it is, there needs to be some work done to make the game run better at just even 100 players in a landing zone, which is definitely what we should expect to see, especially during events with server caps, either 500
I feel like that's the best way, is just you like tell everyone to meet up in the same place.
Having large amounts of players in one area when Star Citizen is running events. Imagine when they run an event when server meshing goes up and they've got 1,000 people on the server. If only even half the people show up, it's still 500 people and one condensed area. So we're not even talking about extreme numbers at this point, or what's likely to happen if this were to go live in its current form. Then there's those new hangars that they added. Imagine trying to find your hangar in a list of 100 plus other player hangars. Imagine trying to get then everybody else into one hangar for one player.
Dude, I've talked about this, is like, I think server meshing is a great idea, but currently Star Citizen has to be completely remade from the ground up to work for server meshing. Like, the hangars don't really work in theory. The missions don't really work. Some of them do. Some of the missions work with server meshing. I think the things that work the best right now with server meshing are like things like mining and salvaging. Those are the two gameplay loops I think that work the best. Now, you can have the other ones like working pretty well with some changes, but it's I think safe to say that most things need reworks for the game once we're at the server meshing level. So, I mean, I think that poses a lot of questions. Has CIG been waiting and I'm not saying this is a good excuse, but have they been waiting to like redo a lot of their systems? I mean, it kind of is a good excuse at some level, right? But like, the question is like, how long are we gonna have to wait for those systems if like server meshing is what's needed? And man, it's just like, this game just sounds more and more complicated every single day that I follow the development. Every single day. I do not envy these devs working on this game, man. Every single day. It's just a new thing, a new problem, a new issue. It's man, it's going to be an interesting couple months, I think, to see this unfold.
And that brings me to the community tools. The comms channel doesn't count player numbers anymore, which is why we had to line people up and
what's up, dude?
Count how many people were present. Imagine also trying to add people from a server list of over 500 when it's not alphabetically sorted and has no search feature and no option to add people directly from chat. The current system also only supports a single party leader, so only one person of that massive group is able to manage.
Well, Blamsmith, it's not exactly that I'm saying they need to rewrite code for server meshing, because that's probably already done. I'm saying game systems, you know, which it's both, right? You're right. It's 100% like the code base that needs to be changed for it. And some of the stuff I think still functions on like semi old code base, like old missions and stuff that they've talked about needing to like redo. Which like I genuinely believe is why some of the newer missions work better than some of the older missions, like more consistently, is because they're like on, I guess, better, newer code. But yeah, it's interesting for sure.
Manage adding or kicking people if they become an issue. This becomes very difficult when you start getting up to these huge numbers beyond 100. Community tools then just aren't prepared for server meshing.
Hire me, CIG. Go do it, bro.
Lots of players.
We believe in you.
Getting back to our little event, though, at some point I decided it would be better to take who we had and just get them out onto the 890 jump and up into space, even if we weren't at that 150 mark.
Yeah, Barfield. Hopefully sooner than later.
My idea was that we could ferry the rest up in a separate ship to help improve local performance. But that's when we discovered the massive amount of ship debris sitting outside, presumably left over from people flying in and landing at the Commons. This, plus a bunch of randoms who were just driving and flying around in the landing zone, ended up tanking client performance for everybody that was there, even with people with the best PCs. People were reporting that the 890 jump wasn't even there on their screen.
It looks
that
so
was
bad.
desynced, while others were falling through the ground.
Oh man.
Half of those who
It's
actually
supposed to be
made it
15
the 890
minutes,
jump
yeah.
fell through the cargo lift or got trapped inside the hull when they tried to enter. And then some randoms just drove their ship onto the ramp and ran a bunch of people over. It was absolute glorious chaos. When we finally managed to get the A90 jump airborne and then off into space and onto a different DGS shard, a different server within the mesh, it gave us a nice little bump of performance, but the elation was short-lived because before we could even get the ferry together to get the rest of the crew up onto the ship, someone blew the ship up by self-destructing it. And that officially ended the event after 5 hours of worthy effort. And at that point, you might have expected me to be really upset. And I have to admit, I was a little bit pissed off. Anybody would be. But that wasn't really the point of this whole thing. The trolling was only...
Here's the question. All right. They said someone self-destructed it. Did someone hear the alarm go off? Because if not, I would be suspicious that it just blew up randomly with that many people on board. After an hour on board, the alarm's probably not in sync. I mean, I've heard alarms from third person. Maybe it wasn't working for the test, but there was a bug where ships were randomly blowing up, so it might be. Yeah, not as much in space, right? But I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I just would be surprised if nobody heard the self-destruct going off and there's like, what, 50 people on board? Yeah, that'd be crazy to me. They need to make self-destruct louder. Completely agree. Like when someone hits the self-destruct, the lights need a switch on the ship and it needs to go, warning, self-destruct imminent in 90 seconds, and then just do whatever. Count down. It could give like intervals of like 20 seconds. 20 seconds remaining. 10, 9, easy peasy. That'd be great. But to be fair, it's like that's on the list of like 200 other things we need them to do first, right? You torpedoed him. Nice, Moriar. Oh, man. Set a time limit on self-destruct. Call for Berks being the official self-destruct voice. I'd do it. I told CIG at one point I would voice over their tutorial for 100% free. If they wanted me to do it, I would 100%. Because like the tutorial is something that I feel like needs a voiceover, really, and it needs more context. Like Star Trek, sure, dude. I'd be whatever genre you want me to be honest.
A small part of what prevented us from doing this. It wasn't just that. The non-mesh environment was actually easier to work with organizing people to get all those people on the 890 jump that I did last time. This was a lot harder because of all these technical issues between the desync and the
gotcha. Idle. That could be cool. You tell the computer how long
against us to pull this off. But that was the point. This was the point of the test. Doing this during a CIG monitored test gives them the data that they need to find out what is going wrong, which is going to help them polish this tech so that when we do the next
look
test,
at that.
Find out what is going on during a CIG this off. But that was the point.
Someone says in chat, you guys can't see it. Hold on. Someone says, Oh my God, we're all gonna die. He self-destructed the 890 jump. So someone knew. So it definitely was intentional then. That's so funny. He tried to warn them. They didn't read. They ignored the visions of the prophet. That's what they get.
This was the point of the test. Doing this during a CIG monitored test gives them the data that they need to find out what is going wrong, which is going to
I wouldn't even need to give myself a shout out, Molman.
When we do the next test, it's going to cut
I wouldn't
5
care.
hours down significantly.
What time's the test? It's supposed to be in 10
also
minutes.
a stick by which to measure progress by, so that in the next time we do this, we're going to know that if it takes us less than 5 hours, that they've made some good improvements. For me then, there are several takeaways from these tests. The first is that the 2 back-to-back tests are a good sign that they're moving towards finally testing and iterating, which we've been waiting for since they announced it last year. This is the only way we're going to get to a real MMO version of Star Citizen, which is why it's a significant and important step for Star Citizen. The next is that the road ahead should expected to be long and very bumpy. Even if they fix those code issues and get to a decent performance level of 1,000 players or however many their end goal is, there's still a ton of work for the other teams at CIG to go through to be able to make the game capable of even handling 100 players or more. And these issues that we encountered assuredly are not the extent of the issues. We're certainly going to find more as more testing happens.
Yeah, I think so, Anonymous.
Would be for CIG to continue testing like they have been for these past 2 tests, which would mean that their current code is the right direction and just needs more polish. If they stop testing, well, that could mean that there's more significant issues, and I would be just a little bit more worried. Even better, though, would be for them to establish a more permanent long-term environment for testing server meshing to keep this up for more than 24 hours. The sooner that this happens is the sooner we can expect a 4.0 release. Not to say that they need to force themselves to do these tests to get this done faster. They got to do whatever they got to do. My point is that if we see these tests happening, that's a good sign for a good release for 4.0. A 3-month P2 cycle then is what would be, in my estimation, the minimum to expect for a live release, which is why I think 4.0 being next year for live is probably the most reasonable and realistic assumption. Either way though, I'm excited that we're finally here and doing these tests. This is what I've been looking forward to most this year, because for me, for Star Citizen to actually become the game that I've always hoped it to be,
tech preview.
They need server meshing to work. So I'm glad that we're at this point in testing it publicly. So then my goal is to continue participating in these events and contribute in whatever way that I can to help CIG pin down and solve some of the remaining issues. Next time we run this test then, I'm going to help try to organize things a bit more efficiently based off of what I learned in this last test so that we can get things together a bit more quickly. I'll use my Discord then and my community page here on YouTube as well as my Twitch to coordinate. So if you guys want to help out and you want to participate in the next one and make some SC history
thanks,
with
Morph.
me, be sure to subscribe.
Yeah, good video. Okay, cool. Well, we've only got a few more minutes until this test is supposed to start. Someone was saying that last time I gave a response on the numbers, it was just a few weeks ago. It's still the same. We let data from these tests tell us there are goals, but the maturity of the tech will drive the decisions in the end. How many players are targeting in 4.0? More than now, less than later. The data, the data from the tech previews will inform the specifics. It's common misconception our tech long-term does not rely on a spatial division, so there is no size limit. I think I'm missing a word here between those 2 posts. Does this... Okay, I'm just going to continue on to the next post. DGS are not mirroring each other, so each DGS is responsible for certain types of works, group split, then no mirroring is going into the approach of server meshing. Right. So basically what they're saying is that they're not going to be doing it like, I guess, Ashes of Creation is doing it. It's working off of a replication layer, right? Probably too much going into here, but there are some very large optimizations on the hybrid here that should reduce the desync and interaction delay we've seen previously. Sorry, folks, for those asking tech specifics. There is not a lot I can say here beyond high level. We'll share more via ISC. Okay, there you go. So I thought that was going to be information about the test today, but it's just general information on the server meshing stuff. Where are these? I don't know. Is somewhere in testing chat, Gumbo? Not sure. I really don't like whenever they post this stuff in like the forum testing chats. Yo, paper plane, what's up, dude? Yeah, okay, testing chat apparently is where that is. So long post for testing chat, to be honest. Okay. All right, let's get logged out and ready. Cool. Yo, what's up, wanted? Is it so hard to figure out when they're running the test? I find them out from streamers or Reddit posts. Yeah, I think that the idea is it was in testing chat somewhere. I don't really know either, to be honest. Like, I was getting bad info this morning. I was getting info that they were doing a 2,000 person test, you know? But apparently that's not entirely true.
Yo.
Hold on. Yeah, the info I have is that they're going to be starting the test in 4 minutes. We're going to start out with a 100 to 1 or one server, 100 people baseline to gather data for a short while like last time, then scale up pretty quickly. Okay, cool. Hopefully it moves pretty quick. Like hopefully they only do like 30 minutes on the baseline. I'd say. Let's bet if they're going to start on time. Well, it's 3 minutes from now, so I guess we'll see. Yo, Striker, thanks for the 20 months, by the way, dude. Appreciate that. Where's Mesh? Soon. Soon, my friend. Waka said they'll try to push it to 1700. Are you sure that he didn't say that he was going to be starting at 17? UTC? Because I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be the start time. Waka said no ETA, but soon. Okay, gotcha. We're just chilling for a little bit, guys. Waka going AFK for dinner. We'll do it later. Okay, copy that. Totally real comment. That's the time. 1700 UTC. That's what they said. I swear. I think they were scared that if the test failed, they're trying to keep it super hush hush. I genuinely believe Space Game Bro that they are not doing that because they can't. You know what I mean? Like everyone's talking about the server meshing stuff. It's all they're talking about. At least like in the content creation space. Yeah, I feel like there's no way around it. So while they're communicating, I think not ideally. I don't think it's because they're trying to hide their tracks or anything. Doing a 2K user test is insane. Yeah, again, the 2K thing is not confirmed. QA test is ongoing for tech preview, so things are looking good. Just a few more things before we can go out, but we're getting closer. Okay, cool. Yo, chat, I'm going to grab a drink really quick and maybe a little snack, and I'll be back very shortly, and then hopefully this test will begin very soon. Shut up, Tilly. Yo, yo. Are we any closer? Wait, did they say it's going to be a little bit? Four minutes ago. Yeah, things are going well. No ETA. Gotcha. Yo, maybe I'll just hop into live for a little bit then. Might as well. No new word, K. They canceled it? Okay, got it. Got it. Honestly, that's fine. If they cancel it, we'll end the stream, guys. I've got D&D today, so I can't be on super long. I got to make a 3-hour drive here in a little bit. I still believe that eventually moving way beyond 1K will require a version of Star Citizen as it currently stands to be viable. Yeah, maybe. Could be, Blaze. Could be. What's this, Taylor? Zeus Mark II. That's cool. I mean, it looks great. You know what it looks like to me? The Zeus. The Zeus to me kind of just looks like a better version of the Spirit. Like, I hate to piss off any Spirit owners, but it just looks like the Spirit Mark II, you know? That's what it looks like to me. Like, they said, hey, let's put the Spirit out so we can practice, and then we'll do it for real on the Zeus. That's what it seems like. Like, let me ask you a question. Once you have the Zeus in-game for in-game purchase, and you have the choice to buy either a Zeus or a Spirit, which is like probably the obvious one to go for. So far, it seems like Zeus. I'm just saying, especially if they're similar price. Is Stream Elements streamed? Yeah, it's 6 p.m. every other Wednesday on Baddie's channel on Twitch. Yeah, it's Baddie, like Baddie. Mods, we can give him a shout out on Twitch, and then I can put it in on YouTube as well. Mm-hmm. The Intrepid? What's the Intrepid supposed to be? I know I saw some leaks. I can't remember what that one's supposed to be. It needs to support more than 1K players in one area. When you think of corp battles, remember how many people it takes just to crew an Idris. Yeah, I definitely don't disagree with you in terms of we need more people in like one spot. The question is, if we can get, 1,000 people working in one spot, can we get to the game to a place that motivates 1,000 people to fight over something, or to work together to fight something like the Vandal? You know what I mean? Like, when I think of player interaction in an MMO, I'm not always thinking of the standpoint of PvP. Like, for some reason, people think like solo equal good, but the thing is while I think that solo gameplay is cool, even in MMOs, I think that, man, we need to be pushing people together, and not just in PvP, but like to work together for PvE. I really, really believe that. And I hope that's the end goal of this server meshing stuff is, imagine like 500 people versus like a Vandal fleet. Like, how cool that could be. I think that like a lot of people in their heads, for whatever reason, maybe it's just because like we have such like weird PvE experiences right now with like the hit or miss of it, that people in their brain think PvE equals really easy, or it's supposed to equal like the easier route. But I think they could make some really challenging PvE content for sure. Yeah, or mining for sure. Mining, shipping, manufacturing, crafting, all that stuff could definitely be like good stuff like later on. Of the Polaris releases before IEE, do you think CIG will make it rentable at all? Nah. I don't think so. But I could be wrong about that. I could be wrong. WoW PvE is harder than PvP. Yeah. Totally. A lot of people regard Tarkov PvE as very challenging, right? Yeah, no reason why we couldn't have something similar. Okay, this is not the test, by the way, guys. We are just goofing off on the PU. Or sorry, yeah, PU live while we're waiting on the test. Do I expect a release date or a target for Squadron 42 at CitizenCon? I think it'd be crazy not to give a release date at CitizenCon. To say that you're feature complete and then a year later not even give a date would be wild to me. Now, that being said, I'm not expecting a date. If I was expecting a date, I would say that, in my opinion, April 2nd seems like a really, marketing day to release it. And it's about 6 months away from CitizenCon, so it'd give them plenty of time to advertise. So that's my prediction for if they're going to do a release date, it'd be April 2nd. But that being said, do I think it's ready? Do I think they're going to give one? Man, part of me thinks that it's not ready yet. Part of me thinks that, man, they're still working on that thing, because some of the stuff that we haven't gotten in the PU yet, I'm just wondering if that stuff is done for Squadron, like master modes, like the quantum boost stuff, like, some of the, the MFDs and all that, I feel like need to be done for Squadron, right? So the question is, how much longer could it be with all that stuff? Q4 2025? Yeah, maybe. The question is again, just how much longer is it going to be with all this stuff that they're most likely working on? I feel like half that stuff hasn't even been started. Right. And dude, I don't know about you guys, but it feels like to me, I don't know, man. It feels to me like that momentum that we had with all those teams switching over to the PU, it feels like we don't have that really anymore. To me, it feels like those people have probably gone back to Squadron. Is what I feel like it based on what I'm reading and what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing. I have no evidence that that's true, so don't go repeating that like I said it is fact, but I don't know. It kind of feels like we're in a fucking time loop is what it feels like to me. It'll be out when it's ready. Yeah, I mean, you're right. But the question is if I would have asked you at CitizenCon last year, when do you think it would be ready? I think that your date then and your date today would be vastly different. And I only say that because it's just man, I just really felt like things were going to speed up this year, and they haven't. But yo, Carl, thanks for the tier 1, by the way, dude. Appreciate that. I don't believe that because next patch has a lot of what 4.0 was supposed to have. Like what? You mean like the MFDs and stuff? For sure. I don't think people know what feature complete means. The community celebrated that, they announced a release candidate. Yeah, I think a little bit, I misunderstood a little bit what that meant as well. And, what someone told me was that you can be feature complete and still not be done with your content. And I was like, oh shit. I didn't think about that. That being said, I'm not trying to speculate that. I mean, because to be honest with you guys, I think they're going to show a demo of Squadron this year. I think that this is going to be a very heavily Squadron-based CitizenCon. I just don't know if it's done yet. And the only reason I think that is because the way some of the devs have been talking, there was a dev on Twitter who's a level designer for Squadron, and he said, super excited to, for CitizenCon this year. Can you guys guess what this year's going to be about? And I mean, if he's not insinuating that it's about his performance and what he's been doing, which would be level design, That'd be really interesting is all. So one could assume that it's going to involve some gameplay or a demo. He posted a gif of Squadron 42 as well. Yeah. Let Larian take over. Content complete can take years. Yeah, crazy. Crazy. We're just going to have to, see. Oh, man. Yeah, we're going to have to see. The truth of the matter is that I think the thing that I'm looking forward to the most in the immediate future is 4.0. Yeah, true, Alexander. You're not wrong. Mark Hamill was talking about how he was ready to play it as well. Might even get a demo of the release at the end of the year. Kind of like the Pyro demo last year. Yeah, I definitely could see that. I personally don't think they're going to let anyone test Squadron before it's out. Like, I think they want to save the hype. Like, I don't think they're going to let Evocati test it or anything. I could be wrong about that. To me personally, no server meshing yet. Yeah, no server meshing yet. We're still waiting. What am I most afraid of if Squadron's bad? Yeah, I don't know. The thing is like, one of my sticks wasn't plugged in. If Squadron 42 is bad, they'll make episode 2 better. True. Personally, I think Squadron 42 will probably be good. I think that it will meet the expectations of people who want something similar to what we got with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. The test has not started. No. Yeah, test has not started. My left stick is being unresponsive, unfortunately. And I think it's going to stay that way. Oh, you know what? Is that it? Oh, uh-oh. They're swapped. Oh, God. This is terrifying. Yo, Aaron boy, what's up, dude? Good or bad is a point of view. I get that, Rhino, but like, you can look at certain games objectively and people will, for the most part, say this was a good game, this is a bad game. I think like just like in the public's eye, I guess is like people's standard for did most people enjoy it? I think that real sci-fi fans are probably going to enjoy it no matter what, most likely. The question is, will a broader audience enjoy the game? Will a broader audience enjoy the game? Does anyone remember off the top of their head what that command for checking your sticks is? It's like device config or something like that. Economy and crafting would be amazing to see this year. I would love to see that. Is it just resort devices in order to see everything? Isn't there like a device list one? Hold on. I can figure this out. Flight movement. So right now pitch is on 4. So it's 4 and 2. When's the test? It was supposed to start a few minutes ago. I think it's about to start. Yeah. What do you mean I'm not paying attention to Twitch chat? I'm reading. Yeah, the thing is that command only works is if these sticks are 1 and 2, but I'm not sure that they are. Yeah, I got to know the command to autocomplete it, though. Well, I was just saying that to, you know, clarify that I was reading people's answers. Man, there's a way to do this. It's like device. Hold on. No, it's not going to give it to me. Okay, here's what we'll do. I'm gonna roll the dice. I think it should be 2-4. Wait. Okay, no underscore. Just 2-4. That's definitely not it. Okay, I'm gonna try 1-3. That looks wrong. All right, let me try 2-4 again. Nah. Uh-oh. I've like really fucked things up, I think. Okay. Well. Yo, I think that was it. Oh, man. Somehow I made this like 10 times worse. Yo. Oh, I figured out part of it. Hold on. One of my sticks isn't on. Or it is on, but it's not going blue for some reason. So weird. Yo, hold on. Give me one sec, guys. I think probably professional streamer. Yo, if it's so fucking easy, then what's the answer, guys? If it's so easy. This is actually probably one of the most annoying things about having joysticks is that when you unplug them sometimes, they resort. And it's criminally annoying. Criminally. Why do you guys see this? I'm just like not getting any menu on Arena Commander now. Oh man. Use VJoy? Yeah, VJoy's got its own issues, to be honest. Okay, I'm just gonna restart. Hold on. You're bugged out, you have to alt F4 it? Yeah, I can tell. Yo, give me one sec, boys. I gotta go under the desk. Yeah, I'm just not going to work. I'm not going to work on it right now. It's all good. I redid my cable management yesterday, and for some reason my right stick is like going green but not blue, and then after it goes green it just the light goes out. So I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. Maybe reformat the sticks. They're fickle sometimes. It's a little annoying, but yeah, I can do that after the test. No big deal. Could be the wrong USB bus. See, maybe. I just tried moving them around. Didn't work. All good though. Do we know what the test would be? Server player count? They said the test player server count will completely depend on how it goes. So they're not going to do 1,000 players if 500 doesn't work well. Maybe. Yeah, I'm just going to do it off stream, guys. What sticks do I have? VKBs. Yeah. VKBs. Verpal kind of has the same issues. FYI. Sort of has the same issues. You'll run into them. Really, it's like this is the advantages of having like a device sorter. Like something like Joystick Gremlin. Something like manage your keybinds and stuff. That's the advantage. The disadvantage is having to have like all these third-party programs that you have to like turn on and use before you even open the game. And yeah. That's why you got to choose the lesser of two evils. Personally, I'm not a big fan of that. Maybe the stick's disconnected from the base. Ooh, maybe. I don't think so, but maybe. Was the server meshing test canceled? No, it's supposed to be happening. It's supposed to be happening right now. I need to reinstall Windows. Okay. All right. Canceling the stream, reinstalling right now. Yo, Fire, thanks again for the 34 months, by the way, dude. I must have missed that. Thanks so much, bro. I have Evos. Isn't there metal sticks by VKB? VKB? Yeah, they have. What are they called? I think they're called the MTGs or something like that. Waka just posted and it sounds like they're still cooking. Okay. Yeah, I can wait then. I can wait. That's fine. We'll say here when it's ready. Until then, it's not. Got it. No problem. Verpal stores the device ID on the device so you can unplug as much as you want. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know. I had issues as well with my whenever I had the VKB pedals, or sorry, not the VKB pedals. I had the Verpal pedals and also the Verpal stick. It happened. It was rare, but it happened where, you know, the devices got whatever. I don't know why. Did I play I played the new Zelda game. It's delightful. Oh, cool. Do I plan on doing a new player guide for 324? Nah, I don't. I was going to, but it just didn't feel like, it felt like it would be better to save my efforts and put those towards 4.0, you know, because the 4.0 guide is going to be monstrous. Yeah, it's going to be monstrous. I wanted to know how the test is going. Unfortunately, the test has not started. It was supposed to start about 30 minutes ago, and we're just waiting on CIG to do their thing. Yeah. Waka just post a link to the final countdown on YouTube. Okay. How do I feel about the shield changes that got leaked? They sound bad, personally, The boost changes sound bad too. So I think we're just gonna have to wait. Oh yeah. Have you guys been playing the Throne and Liberty game? Anyone enjoying it? I know people like complain about the pay to win stuff in it, but I mean it is free. Is it like miserable to play if you just go free on it? Are you free, Azame? Saw Mike streaming it. It looked boring AF. Okay. I mean, it kind of just looks like a better looking World of Warcraft to me. Is what it looks. Combat is boring. But like, be honest, is combat in World of Warcraft or like other MMOs that are similar, is it more exciting? And if so, how so? Did they just do it better? It's new world. I gotta be honest, I played the tutorial of the new game and I liked the movement and the kind of like the combat in New World better. Just personal preference. Personal preference. Huh? No. Yo, Chad, did you guys hear my cat like being really loud? My wife just walked in and she was like, was he screaming? And he just goes, meow. She said it sounded like someone was screaming. Oh God. He does scream. It's super annoying actually. He does scream. The one on top right here. Wait, right there. That guy. His name's Louis. And he's a yeller. He's a yapper. And then we got a little dark yellow-eyed boy in the box. He's a shadow. Quiet as can be. Go full screen. Hold on. Yeah, you guys can kind of see him. He's just loafing up there. They love that thing. They used to not like being in here while I was streaming. I think it's because like I'm loud, but they really like being in here now. You can like, if you look really closely, you can see the paw of one of them. There he is. Or is that his tail? Yeah, it's his tail. They're goofballs. I buy them stuff and they never use it. How do you get your cats to use the cat tree? Dude, honestly, I don't know. I think part of it is like they like being in here because they're not typically allowed in here unless I'm working, you know? So they feel like this is like a secret spot that they can go to. Yeah, let's pull out the F8C. Why not? True, Berks is loud AF. Yep. It's true. I try to be quiet sometimes and I can't be. Love cats, they're so nice. Yeah, I think like cats, I think aren't for everyone, but these ones especially have really grown on me. Just like dogs aren't for everyone, right? You should send in a repair form for that terminal, dude. I know. Looked really bad, huh? Hopefully that's fixed in the new patch. When did ASOPs get so bad? I don't know, man. It's like, I feel like sometimes the effects that like end up on these monitors and stuff, it's like they accidentally just hit the double it button, or like a new patch gets live and then somehow it gets like duplicated. Because you're right, like how does it get so bad? It's weird. Because like, is this one bad? This one's fine, I think. It's got that like Morai effect on it, but it's not too bad. When does the test start? It was supposed to start 30 minutes ago. We're just kind of chilling, waiting for it to start. Yeah, I appreciate that, Ben. Put the new Starkin paint on your F8. Ooh. Okay, tempting. Tempting. Extremely tempting. Wait. There we go. It's most definitely on purpose. You think so? Because like that one that's in the main lobby there next to the like actually in Tisa, those ones look bad. CRT monitors in space. I mean, as much as I am pro retro, and then what's that like term that everyone likes using? Like future retro or whatever. Giving a bit of that vibe to it. I'm super cool with that. And that's kind of how the MFDs look. But like if you get too CRT, then it looks bad. Yo, sweetie, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I try. My fan. Yeah, retro futurism. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Have I tried 324.2 Evo? I haven't yet. And the reason is I didn't really want to sign the NDA that was associated with playing Evocati. But the other thing is I just genuinely don't believe that CIG should be having Evocati be open the way that they do. In fact, I really kind of believe that us like content creators really shouldn't be making content surrounding Evocati personally. And the only reason I say that is because like I think it's fine to like talk about the patch notes and stuff. But I think that it's like good for CIG to have like a private test group where they can try things out, you know, without like the entire player base feeling like they're fully committing to something for the game, and get feedback and actually make changes. Like I'm pro that actually. I think there's like two different mindsets for that though, and I see the advantages of it. Like the Corsair drama. Well, to be fair, right? The Corsair probably is going to stay that way, right? So, but yeah, exactly. You know, because like they could test out the Corsair and be like, it doesn't actually feel that great with the two guns missing. Let's change it back. But now it's like already in the minds of the player base before they even had a decent chance to test it. You know, like if they're gonna make like big exaggerated changes to like test things out and see how they fit in the game, I'd rather them be in Evocati than PTU. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Yeah. Salty Mike said that this is the 4.0 code. Interesting. Yeah. The new patch is 4.0 code from what we've heard, which is cool. Oh, 12. Sorry, I must have missed what you said anyways. Oh, the Star Kitten thing? No, you're good, bro. You're good. Just pretty sure they haven't done that yet. Dude, a Star Kitten paint would really sell, actually. I think fairly well. Hey, you know what we could do while we're waiting is we could do a quick mission at a distribution center, because that is probably one of the things we'll end up doing on the server meshing test, is going to a distribution center to see how they perform. So it might be good for us to get a base right now. Are you running into randoms a lot more often with server meshing? I would say that the server meshing tests do feel very populated. I will tell you that we're not currently doing a server meshing test. It's not started yet. It was supposed to start earlier and they just haven't started it yet. I'm hoping they start it soon. I feel like I'm going to end up missing the 1,000-person one if they take any longer. Yeah. But I will say on the previous test, it definitely did. Yo, Films, I appreciate that. Thank you, dude. I wish I could return the compliment. 20 22 minutes ago. Yeah. Player counts will depend on how the test goes. So they've already said that they're not officially doing any sort of number. So if you heard 2K at one point, I also heard 2K. I thought it was going to be 2K. Apparently that's not the case. 2K is going to be something we probably don't get today. I'm looking forward to using the old MFDs again. Oh, sorry. I'm not looking forward to using the old MFDs again. Oh, are they that good? You like the new MFDs that much? That's cool to hear. Oh, hey guys, you know what I just realized? All my sticks and pedals are working again and I didn't change anything. I just closed the game and reopened it. I was like thinking in my head, oh, I'm gonna have to be careful here because my sticks aren't working. Oh wait, what am I flying with right now? My sticks. Oh man. It's just muscle memory. Landing was smooth. Thank you. Okay, so last time I did the server meshing test, I was about right here when the NPCs started to get onto me. Like, it was actually pretty impressive. Really nice that the whole community wants to test this. Seems like everyone is in the same boat. Yeah, I mean, that's why I feel like 3.24 is an interesting patch, but I really feel like most people are just wanting 4.0, you know? You can use the SRV tractor beam in QT again. Oh, nice. That's great to hear. 500 new keybinds just for the MFDs. Oh shit. Oh, night vision. Oh, wait, this is my first time seeing this. Wait, what the heck? I thought these weren't in. That's so crazy. This is super cool. Yeah, I haven't seen these, genuinely. I thought these didn't make it in, but yeah, look at that. Look how much clearer that is. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's like super clear. I like it. Imagine putting this on a sniper. Look at a light pole. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's bright. Or brighter. The sun's super bright. Wow. Okay, yeah, I'm going to make it inside. Can you turn it off and on? I have no idea. Again, I didn't even know these were in the PU. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm going to take this guy's gear. Yes, 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 yes. Boom. I need his gun as well. Now, is he going to have a night vision? No, this guy doesn't. It's like a 3x, though. Yeah, look how much harder it is to see with that thing. Man, yeah, the night vision scopes look good. On-off doesn't work in live. Yeah, I haven't seen them. This is my first time seeing the night vision scopes. And I'm almost out. That's it. Yeah, but let me see if I can do this really quick. Could I... Oh, shit. Oh, God. Yo, let me get some cover. Yeah, Okay, I'm not sure that it says night vision, but I'm throwing it on to see if it works. I'm surprised I didn't go down there. I mean, yeah, looks good. Little bright there, but I mean, yeah, not a big surprise. There's lights right in front of me. Oh, that's a wall. Oh, God. A little bit of stuttering. So, yeah, everyone keep a mental image in your head of, like, this is how they perform on live. This is just a regular server. So, hopefully they throw it up soon. Freeze, FBI, don't shoot. Please put the gun down. I don't want to have to do it, bro. Please. Hey. Oh, God. That was close. From behind. Would be a good comparison. Yeah. I got some more of this ammo too, which is good. It feels like this sight does really well with the S71, personally. Okay. No word yet on the test, guys. Still just radio silence. Oh my God. I'm getting so much trigger delay right now. Like, I'm pressing the trigger and then my bullets are shooting like sometimes a second later. It's weird. Yeah. I think that just happens at distribution centers. I get these stutters. I feel like that's pretty normal. Like, most people get them is what I mean. Test is soon, TM? Okay. Okay, where are... Three bullets in a dream. You just gotta believe. See, like right there, I'm getting so much trigger delay for some reason. Right there, too. I don't know what it is, really. Oh, man. Getting a good baseline. Good baseline, guys. What kind of gameplay is this? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think these boxes are going to spawn for us either, unfortunately. Which is part of the mission. Just live things? Waka was just typing. Okay. Did they back out of the planned test like yesterday? Did I miss something? They're delaying it. We haven't heard anything, but it was supposed to start. It was supposed to start about an hour ago. You get bonus damage if you shoot to the Terminator theme song pattern? Oh. Yo, my bad. I forgot. I forgot about that new bonus damage in the new double XP weekend coming up. My bad, my bad. Some delay without any info. Yeah, we are low on info right now. We don't have, I'll see, what's this? Tell me this is a night vision scope. No. I do like this scope on the S71, though. It feels nice. Oh, did I lose the night vision gun? I didn't want to, like, drop it permanently. Well, that sucks. We lost our only night vision scope ever. Sweet. My bad. Pre-CitizenCon info drought. I need it. I need my copium, please. Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say base building is going to be somehow shown. Squadron 42 demo most likely shown. I think that we're going to get a way clearer picture though of what they're showing once we get that what is it called? The I almost said physicalized schedule. Oh shit, is that from behind? Oopsie. The I guess more detailed schedule. Base building, I mean, at one point during a Star Citizen live, Jared said that from base building we're gonna have to watch CitizenCon. So, or for more information about it, watch CitizenCon. So I have to imagine that means something in the realm of they're gonna show something. Yeah, itinerary maybe. Imagine if they showed working crew AI. Yeah, it would definitely be something to get excited about. Even if it was just for Squadron or like solo play, you know. Your cat was moving very similarly to the NPC. Oh, my cats are NPCs. Yeah, don't worry about them. They announced 3 hours ago it would take 4 hours. No. They announced at 8 a.m. It was going to be at noon. So the 4 hours has passed. But they just still said when it's ready, it's ready. I'm trying to think what else they could show. I mean, probably nothing about server meshing, most likely. Is it an open or a closed test? Most likely will be open. Yeah, I mean, either way. You know, beer. Either way. You're right. Yeah, we still haven't got it yet. Not quite yet. Am I hyped for the disappointment yet? I mean, I think that CitizenCon will be really hype. Because here's the deal. They can show whatever they want from CitizenCon. They don't have to deliver. They just got to hype you up. You know what I mean? Like, the goal of CitizenCon is clearly not to deliver. What's the best PvE weapons for the F8C? Ooh, I'd say probably if you're going PvE, the M7s, or sorry, the M-A's, so like M7A, M6A, whatever, so on and so forth. Those are really good. You could go deadbolts. They're not going to have as much ammo, but you'll hit really hard. So it just depends on how you want to play. I really like having that infinite ammo with... I'm not currently loaded out with what I want to be, by the way. So if you see that I have like this weird setup, that's why. But yeah, I think that laser cannons are still definitely the best. Oh, F-Tunes, you mean for the server meshing test? I'm expecting it not to go amazing. Our attritions have more rounds and hit almost as hard. Yeah, I don't know, man. I tested attritions out. And yeah, inside voices, please, by the way. Okay, quit yelling. But I tested attritions out, and I gotta be honest, I don't like them as much. I feel like if you can hit your shots, cannons are better. Now, if you miss more shots, or like if you're more like 70 or 60% accurate, then, which is most people, I feel like repeaters might be better for you. But if you can really focus on your accuracy, I think cannons are going to be the best. Because it's all about balancing that recharge, shoot, which can be hard. Okay, I'll wait for the ad break to be over. I'll re-answer. Besides Pyro, what other features are you interested in seeing? Sorry. What other features are you interested in seeing that were presented last CitizenCon? The audio for starters. Bounty Hunting 2.0 would be cool, but that looked really early. Scanning. Obviously, I'm very, very interested in scanning. I feel like scanning is a very important part. But what wasn't shown last year that I think we need a panel on for sure is the economy. Do I prefer the F8C over the F7A for PvE? Oh yeah, I'd say so. And to be honest with you, I'd say the F8C is better than the F7A Mark II in a lot of scenarios. Oh, I almost hit that pole. And here's why. Because the F8C has, I think, pretty close or more DPS than the F7A Mark II. But here's the difference. You get more wiggle room with the F8C. That's the difference. So for most people, the F8C is going to be better. Okay, where is my anger? Yo, Taylor, what's up, dude? How we doing? The test is not started yet, unfortunately. Yeah, not yet. Bounty hunting 2.0 is long overdue. You know what we need is like literally, it doesn't matter if they deliver bounty hunting 2.0. Literally all I want personally is I just want that God marker to go away. Give it a 5-minute delay. Make it where it only tracks you within 50 kilometers of the marker. Something. Like literally if they just said, here's a 50-kilometer bubble of where the target could be and you had to go discover it for yourself, or even 100 kilometers. That would be way better than what we have now. Way better. Your Twitch stream won't load for me. Had to come to YouTube. Oh, well, you know, I'm glad to provide at least one solution that works. Sorry to hear that. That it wasn't working, that is. Handcuffs and engineering sound like fun changes. Yeah, engineering looks like it's going to be fun. I will say that I do wonder how people are going to take. I think that engineering feels very much like a multiplayer change to me. Like it's going to be hard to take advantage of engineering in any meaningful way aside from multi-crew play. And I just wonder how people are going to take that change overall. Have they announced the size in DGS? Chops, they said that they are going to base that entirely off of how it goes. I saw that it does sort of an Evo with the new scanning. Oh, cool. I haven't seen the new scanning. Yeah, that'd be cool. People are going to cry about it, but it's a dope step forward. Yeah. I can see it as solo gameplay when it comes to bases. Yeah, engineering definitely could be solo on bases, or even by yourself if you're like doing PvE. You know, you just warp away and then fix it yourself. Definitely. I can see that. I wonder. Are we meshing yet? Yeah, not yet. Unbelievably. Not yet. If you're solo, fly a solo ship or don't do combat. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. One to 2 hours. They said that it was supposed to go up like an hour ago. It was supposed to be 1700 UTC. It's supposed to be. So whatever that is, 5 p.m. UTC. More excited for base building. Give me something to do with those resources. Totally. Yeah, crafting is something we need. Is there a way to join the server meshing test? I think it will be open to everyone. Yeah, and just so you guys know, best way to get into the server meshing test, which I'll go ahead and do right now. Might as well. Best thing you can do is you will go to wherever you have Star Citizen, program files. Mine's on my C drive. You'll go Robert Space Industries. Here, let me pull it up on screen. So C drive, program files, Robert Space Industries, Star Citizen, and then see how I have a tech preview. You can literally just copy paste your live folder, and then you just I'm just gonna verify this one, I think. But once it's copied and named, it has to be named exactly like this, tech dash preview, just like this. You can just verify. Yeah, just verify. Yeah, or if you're low on space, you could just rename live. No big deal. The thing I find surprising about everyone being concerned with engineering changes, how many people flying these multi-crew ships are actually getting hit in the hole during their battles. Likely no change to their experience. Yeah, that's a good point. It's a good point. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see. What are the specs with the upgrades to sounds? Do you think by neural or something they'll try? Yeah, maybe. But I mean, the thing that I was expecting for the sound, did you see CitizenCon last year? That realistic sound that they were toting was coming soon. Man, sounded so cool. I really, really wanted that. I think that is going to be a big deal. And the only reason why is like, I think sound design is such an important piece to games like this. The thing that I say all the time is that if people don't believe things with their ears, they won't believe them with their eyes. And I think Star Citizen does a really good job with its sound already. But I think that realistic sound, I think, would be next level for me, personally. Yeah, Elite Dangerous does really good sound design as well. Totally agree. Sound is often overlooked, and the audio team is insanely talented. Yeah. Definitely they are. Definitely they are. Oh, oopsie. I really want to feel like I'm flying a badass ship. I think looking forward to more realistic sounding audio. Yeah. Which I know is like kind of funny considering the fact that like all audio in space will be simulated, right? None of it's realistic, but feeling realistic, that's what we want. Are the servers meshing? Not yet. Yeah, we're still waiting. Kind of surprised they haven't launched the test yet. Dev's about to work overtime for CitizenCon? What's this? Star Citizen developer Cloud Imperium Games imposes 7-day work week ahead of CitizenCon. Company mandates all staff are to be in the office Friday, October 4th and Friday, October the 11th, typically a work from home day. All staff are to be in the office Saturday, October 5th and the 12th. They're going to be providing breakfast and lunch. Oh, how cruel. I mean, listen, guys, I got to be honest with you. This doesn't really bother me at all. I think this is supposed to be like oh, wow. Not that the person who posted this is saying that, but as someone who worked in film, like stuff like this was so normal for like event weeks. So normal. All staff are to work Sunday, October 6th and the 13th. This can be a work at home day, but the company encourages people to be in the office. I really want to thank everyone for putting in the extra overtime. I mean, here's the deal, right? Is that CitizenCon is probably one of the biggest things that they do all year in terms of like combined resources. So I'm not really surprised to be hearing this. Still sad though? You think so, Daniel? I think as long as they're paying people, like, I don't personally find that like so wrong, but yo, Lord Bounties, thanks for the prime, by the way, dude. Appreciate it. Yo, Troy, I'm doing good. What up? Yeah, hope work goes good. Sounds like crunch time. Yeah, I mean, 2 weeks out of the year doesn't sound very like crazy to me. If they were doing this like, you know, half the weeks out of the year or like, you know, a quarter even, I'd be like, holy shit. But then the question would be like, do I even want to work here? They also announced they'll not be working on the game till it's over. I mean, here's the deal, right? Is that I think that it's pretty clear to me the things that are made for CitizenCon are sort of a waste of time in terms of the development pace of the project, because what they're doing is they're finalizing and getting these features to a point they can show them off at CitizenCon, not finish them, right? They're building out these demos in a way that they can show them off, not finish them, not get them working for like actual gameplay, but they're getting them working for just the demo. And that's different, right? Oh yeah, I was going to say that point leading to what it really is a marketing event. Yeah, it's a marketing event. It's a hype machine. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just explaining. Because it's like, I'm trying to think of the last time we had a mission in the CitizenCon space that ended up making it a game. You know, definitely features have made it, but last time we got a mission or something, it's been a while. Which, to be honest with you, I'm not really expecting that. Man, I'm so surprised they have not launched this test yet. I was like going live early thinking like, oh man, I'm going live a little too early maybe. But we are still just waiting. Those missions never made sense in the context of MMO. Sure. I mean, I also am glad that they stopped doing missions like that, but they, I think, will continue to build out resources that are made only for CitizenCon because, again, it makes them money, you know? Personally, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think that they shouldn't even do CitizenCon until the game's launched. I think it's kind of like goofy. Whenever they took that break in 2020, they should have just continued to take a break until the game was at least launched. Squadron 42 at a minimum, but doesn't matter, you know, because it makes them money, so they're going to keep doing it. Well, I mean, not only have better ISCs, but you have to imagine they purposely withhold information from ISC so that they can show stuff at CitizenCon. You know what I mean? Roadmap's up? What do you mean by that? Is there a roadmap update today? No, we're saying the same thing. We're saying the same thing. 100%. No, I agree, guys. They have to make money. I'm just saying that let's call it for what it is, a money-making event. I get that they got to make money, though. The thing is, for me, though, is that I love CitizenCon for the community stuff. Like, getting to meet people and hang out with people was probably the coolest part about it for me, personally. Yeah, link it. Link the roadmap update. I'll read it. Do you think CitizenCon is profit-driven or just sustainment-driven? I don't think that CIG is making any profit at the moment. Like, unless you want to call their salaries profit. I don't think that CIG is exactly, like, profiting. I mean, you can do the math. Paying as many employees as they have, the money they're making right now is basically just keeping the lights on. You know? And I don't say that as, like, a defense to CIG. But they're not exactly making like infinite money. Like, I get that 700 million is a lot, but over the course of, you know, 12 years with as many devs as they have now, I mean, they got to make like close to 100 million a year just to keep the lights on. Yeah, it's a huge team. Yeah, we did the math on stream one day. Massive team. Agreed. I mean, if you did the math, if you said, what did we say, Anna? I think we said if everyone at the company made 40K a year, which they probably make much more than that. Here, if everyone made 40K a year. All right. And they said, supposedly, there's been different numbers thrown out, but I'm going to be conservative and say 1,100. Right? That's, I mean, 40K a year. which most people at CIG are probably making more than that, FYI. I mean, that's $44 million, right? So chances are they're spending close to 100 million. That's what I'm saying, Carl. I'm saying that's a really, really low estimate, you know? And even from that low estimate, we get a massive number. Average is probably making closer to 80. Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I agree. 60, 80, depending on where you live at. I think Manchester probably is, you know, a little bit cheaper than somewhere like California. I could be wrong. I don't really know. Oh, this guy's inside too. Okay. I can't believe these boxes didn't spawn for this first mission that I did here. Yo, anything in testing chat about this test? Nothing yet? I'm sure you guys will be screaming from the rooftops as soon as it's done. Oh, man. Definitely went sideways. That's what I'm thinking. Knight Rider is threatening to silence people. What's new? Okay, nothing crazy. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Notable changes. Release view. The following cards have passed their final review. So basically, the CL is making it in, which is the multi-crew version of the, or sorry, the small multi-crew ship. Okay. I almost said the CL is the cargo one, or is that the ES? I can't remember which is which. Okay, CL's cargo. ES is just like the regular all-arounder. I don't own either. I'll keep it real with you guys. ES is exploration. Got it. Yeah, I don't own either. I mean, I'm excited to see it, but I mean, at this point, guys, I just I don't get excited for ships anymore, man. I really don't. And I do think the Zeus is a really good looking ship. I'll probably try to get it in game. MFD reworks. Okay, so these are the things making it, which is cool. I think it looks great. I think the last ship that I got really excited for was the Vulture. Or the Corsair, actually. But then when... Do you guys remember when the Corsair came out? Corsair came out. It was so bad when it first came out. It actually has come a long way. It went from being like the worst ship of that size to being the best. And I mean, now it's getting a little bit of a tone down. Because it's not the RSI Corsair. But... yeah. I don't know. Maybe another ship will get me excited soon. The Polaris might get me excited. We'll see. They're killing the Corsair? Nah. I think that you guys who are saying it's being killed are being a little dramatic. I think that did they nerf it in the right way? No, but I mean, the Corsair was really good, man. The Corsair was really, really good. I mean, I wasn't advocating for it to get nerfed, but I'm not surprised. It was definitely number one. Oh, they greenlit it? Oh, thank God. Awesome. Its nerf is almost complete nonsense. I don't agree with the nerf, But I'm just saying that if you guys think that the Corsair was like only a little bit better than the 600i, or only a little bit better than the Constellation in terms of its firepower, guys, it was really strong. It was really, really strong. And we don't know what the capacitor is going to be like. You know, I guess some of you guys do. But I mean, you could literally take down an A2 in like sub 15 seconds. I think the turret thing's stupid too, guys. I don't agree with the change. What would have been a much better solution, if you ask me, not that I even think this is a good change, but just like a temporary solution, would be swap the size 5s for the turret guns on top and vice versa. So the turret gets the size 5s and the pilot gets the size 2s or whatever. I think that would have been a little bit better. Pilot does not control the 2 size 5s anymore. I think that the balance is stupid. Has the test started? They said it's greenlit, so it's about to start. Okay. I guess I'll just keep on refreshing. I still think turrets need a massive overhaul. The turret on the bottom, yeah, but it's built the same way like the turret on the MSR is, and you can't really use them together. It's just weird. It's kind of clunky. How do you refresh? Control R. Or what is it? Windows R? I can't remember. Control R is not working. Oh, Control Shift R. Boom. Windows R is run? Yeah, I'm trying to run away from this game. It's a super strange way to nerf it. I completely agree. But like, guys, even without those 2 guns, it's still going to be good. It's still going to be good. That being said, I do agree that it was kind of a dumb, and I hope they adjusted. I really do. Waka's typing. Yeah, I'm just going to keep on refreshing till it's up. Monthly report till patch gets pushed. I think I just read through it. It's like 2 seconds long. If you look at the background pic, the 2 size 5s are on the chin. That's how it should be. Copilot controlling this. See, I just don't know. I feel like this is such a weird spot for a turret. I don't know. Missile spammer, true. Also, I think one of the weapons are missing from the wings. I know it's blocked up here, but yeah, this is an old concept anyways. Okay, I'm pulling up the notes right now. Test instructions. Today will be a repeat test of the previous tests with further stability and performance updates. We are intending to leave this build up for 24 hours. Okay. This test will have Stanton shards split into mini authoritative zones. We're planning to start the test out with 1 DGS. Okay. Test will run on the 324 branch. Okay. Cool. So no like definitive number. Let's see. Currently R&R stations will teleport the teleport the players back inside when attempting to use them. Landing zones and Leos are unaffected, so still stay away from R&Rs. What they're saying. PTU account needs to be recopied again. Is that what they're saying? Oh, they are saying that we're going to have to recopy. Okay. All right, I'll get ready then. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready. How do you copy? So what you'll do is you go to the website, you go top right, go to settings. Once you're at settings, there's going to be a list, and one of them is grayed out right now. It says public test universe, and you will have to hit copy account once that goes up. Yeah, they said it's not up yet. They said it will open shortly. Waka said nothing about having to recopy. Okay. Okay, maybe we're fine then. Maybe I just read it wrong. This will use PTU accounts and copy will become available shortly. I guess I just assumed when he said copy will become available shortly, maybe we'd need a recopy. Mine's not available. I'm refreshing. Oh, yeah. Well, I can't recopy yet, so we're just going to give it a try. What's the copy to? It just takes an imprint of your account and puts it on the PTU, basically. You can't copy either? Maybe it's fine. Yeah. Maybe it's fine. What do they do to the Corsair? The two bottom size 5s that are on the Corsair's nose, or below its chin, I guess, those are now controlled by the co-pilot and not the player. Or sorry, not the pilot, is what I meant to say. Download speed sucks. Yeah, I'm just verifying right now. They said it's ready. Well, yeah, I'm going to launch as soon as I can here. EU servers are crapping out. Is yours going slower than mine? Mine's at 33 megabytes a second. Or now it's at 44. Yeah, a lot of people are trying to pull this right now, I'd imagine. Hopefully you guys aren't downloading this from scratch. .311. Okay. Yeah, he just meant the download servers, guys. That's all he meant. The EU downloading servers. Something went wrong on launch. Okay. Okay. How do you refresh the launcher? Control Shift R. Spent so many ads today. I do 5 minutes of ads an hour. If you're getting more than that, then I am sorry. Huh. Yeah, weird. Something's going on with my files too. Honestly, it's not a big deal to get in right away because they're doing the 100-person thing right now. You're getting the same error? Okay, okay. Something went wrong. Okay. All right, all right. Should I try copying my account? Let's see. Can I even copy it? No, it's not available. Can't start either. Is anyone in? What the fuck? Mike's in? The hell, man? He works for CIG. That's true. CIG shill. Yo, one sec, chat. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys. What's with this awesome music? It's called White Bat Audio is the name of the guy who makes the music. Okay, it's launching for me finally. Yo, chat. I really wish they wouldn't have delayed this test so long, but it kind of is what it is. I just called my brother. I think I gotta leave pretty quick here. So I don't think that I'm gonna give you guys the testing experience that you guys should be watching during this. So I think instead of trying to play this for 15 minutes and hanging out with you guys and then, you know, raiding, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and raid Mike right now. Is what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna raid Mike. He's doing the test. I want you guys to get the full experience. You feel me? Yeah, I appreciate you hanging out, Mad. Appreciate you guys. Sorry I couldn't be live longer. I really wanted to be live for this one, but yeah. You guys will have to let me know how it goes. I'll be on live tomorrow morning early to check out the rest of the test. I'll see you guys then. Yeah. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. If you guys want to watch tonight, Batty, it's on Twitch. His name is Batty, Baddie. We're going to be doing D&D at 6 p.m. CST. So if you guys will be here for that, that'll be cool. Otherwise, have fun with Mike. You guys on YouTube, I'll drop the link for you guys as well. Don't worry, I'll drop the link for y'all. So you guys can check. There you go. All right. I'll see you guys in the next one. GG's. Have a good night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, peace. Good luck with the test. What time tonight? 6 p.m. CST. So 4 hours from now. 4.5. See you guys then. Peace out. Have a good day, guys. Peace, peace.